Hi everyone and welcome to the channel. This is Adenine and today we will be playing NBA 2K25. This will be the 2025-2026 season. And first matchup will be between Brooklyn Nets going up against Boston Celtics. Alright, let's do this.
Fans, and now the presentation of the award ceremony. Give it up for the NBA champion, Boston Celtics. Your head coach is Joe Mazzulla. Let's hear it for the NBA champions, Boston Celtics.
Welcome, everybody, to the day we've all been looking forward to. The start of a new NBA season on 2K Sports. Tonight, it'll be the Boston Celtics going up against the Brooklyn Nets, alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Ulrich. This is Kevin Harlan. Here are the starters for Brooklyn. The guard pair, Schroeder and Thomas. Then there's Nicholas Claxton. Then it's Johnson, and it's Potter in at the 4 spot. And for the Celtics, Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. The post pair, Tatum and Porzingis. And it's Brown in at the small forward. Here on opening day. And what a great day it is. Greg, what are these players feeling as they tip off this new season?
It is always exciting to start a new season. Players are just filled with hope and optimism, especially after putting in all that offseason work.
Now here is Holiday. Porzingis sets the pick for Brown. Just 5 to shoot. Hits some rim on the way in, and the bucket's good.
Well, you got to know the scouting report on Brown. He's solid cashing in from the mid-range.
Under passes to Thomas. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And here's Tatum for 3. Offensive rebound. Goes up again. The kick out to Holiday. Porzingis with a screen on Schroeder. Holiday with the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Well, in the two-man game, Holiday stays under control and picks his spots.
GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous. Excellent instincts with the ball. Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's White. The shot, no good. Good defense by Claxton. And the foul called on Porzingis.
Come on, Porzingis.
That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Little over a minute 30 into this first quarter. Thomas with it, picked up by Brown. Outside for Thomas. Three-pointer. A three-pointer is right on target. Thomas got 5 points so far.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
There's the lob to Brown. And taken away by Johnson. Pass to Potter. And it's sent back by White. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession. And now let's take a look again at that incredible rejection.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Schroeder outside.
Well, you talk about a reliable defender. Holiday is always in the right spot on the floor.
Tatum setting the pick for Holiday. It's tipped. If you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Thomas, no luck. The Celtics have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Brown with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. And it's Brown missing.
Oh, this is exactly the kind of opportunity you don't want to waste.
And Greg, we were talking Jaylen Brown making the 2023 All-NBA second team. That was big for him, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin, it made Jaylen eligible for the Supermax, signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. The Celtics making a switch here. Kate is checked in, and the Nets also making a change. Williams is checked in. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
Schroeder against Holiday. And he lays it straight in.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Boston trailing. Holiday looking over the floor. Porzingis with a screen on Schroeder. Holiday goes in. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I think Holiday knew there'd be some contact here, so he was ready to outwork it.
And the foul on Holiday. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Holiday against Schroeder. Pass to Clowney. Shot from 12. The shot goes in. First shot, first basket. 59 seconds left here in the first quarter. Outside Holiday. Here's Keita. Looking for Finney-Smith, and he gets it there. Lawson's against White. Pass to Finney-Smith. On the wing, Williams. They set the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off the shot here.
Out of bounds, out of bounds. Oh, come on.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And right out of the gate, trying to set the tone defensively, you gotta love that energy.
The Nets shooting their first free throws of the evening.
Clowney, 2 shots.
And the first one drops. So both teams changing it up here. He makes 1 of 2 that time.
Yeah, they got that one, but early on, it's really been a struggle for them to secure that defensive backboard.
They set the screen.
Oh.
Tatum's shot is off. Williams in the post. And it's slammed in by Williams.
You gotta love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. And that does it for the first quarter. Brooklyn ahead. They finish off the first quarter on a 12-4 run. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side of this break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Nets.
Well, yeah, early on, the mid-range jumpers have been an important part of their attack. They're going old school.
And it seems they've also put an emphasis on moving the ball, working to rotate around the defense and find those quality looks.
Nets leading by 5, setting the floor for the Nets. Cam Thomas is out there with Martin. Then it's Williams. Then there's Dorian Finney-Smith. And it's Clowney in at the 5. Here's Thomas, and he gets that one to go off the front iron. Thomas got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for Brooklyn. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Hey, Kevin, the Brooklyn Nets wasted no time hiring their next coach, Jordi Fernandez, shortly after the conclusion of last season. Despite his youth, Fernandez has been on the rise after stops as an assistant with the Kings, Nuggets, and Cavs, as well as coaching the Canadian national team. Kevin?
DA, we've been talking about Jordi Fernandez for a long time. Now his big break, and I'm very happy. I know we all are for Coach Fernandez. Hey, David, thank you. Here's Thomas following the bucket by the Celtics. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Hauser. Good on the triple. Hauser's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for three. We've got some talented defensive big men in the league today, Coach. But in your opinion, who would you say is the best rim protector?
Well, Kevin, I would have said Rudy Gobert because people didn't even want to go to the rim and challenge it. Anthony Davis is great. But I'm telling you, the young guy, Victor Wembanyama, I think is the best we've got now.
Isn't he something else, Dan? We've never seen anything like him.
We never have, and I'm not sure we ever will again.
Oh, what strength and power from Tatum.
That was big because they dug a big hole in the first quarter, but starting to show signs of life.
Now, here is Martin. He's guarded closely. Pass to Clowney. Now Thomas. 9 points in the game so far. Hits it from three-point range.
Timeout.
Thomas got 12 points in the game.
Yeah, so skilled offensively. Getting the ball in his hands is generally a good idea.
And so Joe Mazzulla calls for the timeout. He wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Let's take a look at the 2K leaderboard to find out who are the best shooters from behind the arc last season. Jason Tatum on top.
And getting that spot at the top of the list was such a huge accomplishment. What a year it was for him from behind the arc.
Celtics trail by 5. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by.
Come on.
Brooklyn's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Back to Schroeder. There's the triple. Rebound Boston. This, of course, their first look at the Nets.
And as you would expect, they came out on top in last season's series against this club, but no reason to expect anything different this time around.
Possibly. Every year brings something new. This first meeting should tell us a lot.
And Schroeder's got the ball here for the Brooklyn Nets. It's a 5-point game. And the conversation for Porzingis, coach, tends to always come back to health. And what a challenge that has been for him.
Yeah, Kevin, over his career, on average, he's missed about 30 games per season. But that's not an uncommon problem, as you know, for players who stand well over 7 feet tall.
Holiday goes in. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's on Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, Holiday does have some real power, so he's able to push back against the contact a little.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the night right now.
And last season's numbers show him at about an 83% clip, which is far better than most.
That free throw good from Drew Holiday.
Well, if you ask a coach, what do you want out of your players? The answer is often effort, ability, and selflessness. Drew Holiday has all of those and more.
The Nets making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Both free throws good from Drew Holiday. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of quarters.
So it's the Celtics now, following the bucket by the Nets.
Come
You can tell
on.
he's forcing things a bit.
Struggling, I'm struggling.
He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Yeah, the defender all over.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Finished the season last year around 80% from the stripe.
The line for 2.
And that one falls for Williams. And the Celtics making a change here. Hauser's checked in. And Williams drops them both.
And he's shown a great touch at the line. They've tested the big guy, but he's come through.
Outside Holiday. To the paint. Claxton with the steal. Pass to Johnson. Out of bounds. Boston takes possession.
And taking a look now at the stats for Johnson. How he did last season. He was around 12 points per game last year. 3 rebounds and 2 assists. And most of all, you have to love the defensive grit he brings to games when he comes off the bench.
Yeah, I loved having options like him off the bench. Guys who bring effort. They can change the attitude of a team.
Brown deciding where to go with it. Puts up a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. Brown's got 5 now.
Well, look, they need Brown making an impact with his outside game, and he rarely disappoints.
Brown against Johnson. And such a nice move to make the basket work. And the Nets lead by 6. The Celtics have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. Here's Holiday. And Porzingis gets it to go on the assist by Holiday.
Very nice.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. It's the Nets leading by 4. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much. Jason, still a close one. What do you think happened there in the first half?
Feeling all right. We got to do a much better job defensively. We're not where we need to be, especially on defensive end, so we got to pick it up second half.
Yeah, we'll see if you're more connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And we welcome you to halftime as the Boston Celtics are getting everything they can handle so far.
I'm surprised it's this close, not gonna lie. They played some weak D, giving them too many easy open looks.
Mincing, no words, as usual. We'll see if Coach can get into their heads. Now let's take a moment here for a look at the upcoming schedule.
Taking a look here now at Boston, you really get to see what they're made of after your hard work in the offseason.
Yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. We've seen Cam Thomas really having a great game.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
Yeah, he's found his spots, been patient with his shot selection, and it's paid off for himself and the team.
Nets leading by 4. The small and power forwards, the star pair of Brown and Tatum. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Porzingis in at the center. And that's the group for Joe Mazzulla as we begin the second half. Now here's Schroeder. 5 to shoot. To the middle. Jason Tatum grabs the board. White down low.
Yes.
He's guarded by Thomas.
Very nice.
White, good. White's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Celtics. And Stan, as he enters his prime, Jason Tatum is shooting to become the face of the NBA.
Yeah, and Kevin, he knows winning is the key. For a star player on a great team, learning that balance, when to take over and when to set up your teammates is a big part of it.
Here's Claxton, following the basket by Derek White. Claxton sets the screen for Thomas. It's hauled in by Brown. Brown's got 5 rebounds tonight.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low.
Nice.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Johnson outside. Back to Schroeder. Pass to Potter. And here's Schroeder. Here's the teardrop. And he gets it to go. Schroeder's got his 2nd bucket of the game to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Trailing by 2. And at home for the next game, it'll be Detroit pulling into town. That'll be the latter half of this 2-game homestand.
Nice.
Gets the 3-pointer to fall.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
The Nets have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. And Jordi Fernandez has called a timeout. He wants to talk to his guys. We see coaches stand willing to pay fines for complaining about the officiating. I'm having a hard time thinking if you ever did that. Going back in my Rolodex here. Did you ever do that, Coach?
I mean, Kevin, I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars of fines in the NBA. My wife was not real happy about that at one point, reminding me early on that we had 4 kids we were going to try to put through college. And she told me one year I just gave away 2 college educations.
Oh. Let's take a look at last year's leading shot blockers. You don't want one of these guys in front of you when you're coming down the lane. The 4th spot held by Nick Claxton.
And shot blocking is the element of the game that I think he cares about the most. That's where he puts in that effort and energy.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Potter, the pass to Johnson. Nice ball move.
Oh.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
That's just a great pass. Excellent vision to see the open spot in the defense and lead him to the score.
Tatum with the screen on Johnson. Brown. They get it back. Tatum using his size inside.
They are just killing him on the interior.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Johnson against Brown. Pass to Potter. That's good, and Johnson with the assist. Johnson's got his 3rd assist on the night. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now, here's Tatum. 7 points in the game. A 15-footer. That misses off the backboard.
Well, that wasn't a bad shot. Defense playing a little loose there. Sometimes it just doesn't go in.
And it's Schroeder missing.
Yeah, he hasn't had the best night from the field, but his teammates have had his back.
Tatum setting the pick for Brown. Good on the three-point shot. Brown's got 8 points.
This shot used to be a question mark for Brown coming into the league. Now you got to guard him from deep.
No, 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 no.
From 17 feet out.
Oh,
and again,
my.
it's Brooklyn converting.
He's been
Oh, my,
reliable
oh,
from the
my.
floor, and that's reflected on the scoreboard.
Cam Thomas was the 27th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft GA. I think a lot of teams, wouldn't you agree, are regretting passing on him.
Yeah,
Wow.
It's pretty hard to believe that he fell all the way to the end of the first round. Lots of teams would love to have a scorer like him on their roster. And his competitiveness showing through, that's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He wants to make some adjustments to the game plan, clearly. It's time now to look at the NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. Number 1, the Celtics.
They were remarkable in terms of their efficiency on the offensive side of the ball. I mean, they did a great job of finding the open man and working for great looks. Really just an unselfish group.
1:10 left in the third. Celtics trail by 3. Pass to Walsh and stolen by Williams.
And looking now at some numbers
Wow.
for Dennis Schroeder. Last season's performance for
I thought I pressed circle to pass it to Brown, and I guess I pressed square.
Rebounds. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
And he makes the first. He's off on the second. Celtics trail by 4. Here's Pritchard. He has yet to score from outside the arc. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Here's Schroeder. And that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's Brown. He's got 8. Stolen
No.
away. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Schroeder looking over the floor. From deep, Williams. It's rebounded by Walsh. Brown outside. Looking to end the run. The shot comes
Wow.
out. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Pritchard. And Brooklyn looking who they've got. We've got Whitehead. Dorian Finney-Smith is out there with Williams. Then there's Cam Thomas. And it's Clowney in at the 5 spot. Nets leading by 6. Williams passes to Whitehead. Here's
No,
Clowney.
wow,
There's
that
the
was
one-handed
filthy.
jam.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one. Here's Pritchard. This one for three. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
I can't get my shots in.
Open look like that. He's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Williams passes to Finney-Smith. 2 points. That one goes. And it's a 10-point Nets lead.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit.
Now here's Tatum. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound. Finney-Smith's got 4 rebounds now tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle him up right away. Holiday's checked in for Boston. And the Nets also making a change. Cameron Johnson's checked in for Whitehead. It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, guys. Listened in on what Joe Mazzulla told his team. Now, he tore into his guys. He said, your body language is awful right now. You don't even look like you want to play right now. Should I sub in for you? Where's the drive to win? Guys?
Thanks so much, David. Now, here's Tatum. Out left to the wing. From downtown, Tatum from three.
Finally.
Yeah, and after not making any triples in the first half, that's his second since the break.
Johnson, the pass to Thomas. And Tatum pulls it down. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in this game. Count the bucket.
Clean.
He's got a free throw coming up as well.
Such a strong guard, Drew Holiday, finishing through contact.
Let's look at the energy stats, how the hustle game has been going for the Nets.
Well, all you can ask for is your guys to be really active on D, and they've been more than that tonight.
And also, you've got to mention the block shots. Playing hard on defense, not allowing shooters to get comfortable.
Game moves along. 2 minutes gone here in the fourth. Her passes to Claxton. Pass to Johnson. To the left side wing. Shot clock at 6. Here's Thomas.
No.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Tatum.
I saw it.
We're in the fourth quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Tatum with a screen on Thomas. No good from the wing.
Yeah, loose coverage by the defense, but he just couldn't make them pay.
Now here's Johnson. He's guarded closer. Schroeder against Tatum. Back to Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. Nobody near Schroeder. Claxton. It's good on the putback. And the Nets lead by 8.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
And we've got a timeout from Joe Mazzulla. There was no hesitating. He wants to talk to the team right now. Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. Outside Tatum. Screen by Porzingis.
Come on.
defensive breakdown there.
I'm shooting poorly today. I don't know what's wrong.
Miss too many of those.
Pass to Potter. Thomas, it's a wide open look. Drains the three-pointer. Thomas got 19 points.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
A deceptive guard. Holiday draws fouls by keeping his defenders always on their heels over the course of the game.
Drew Holiday.
Gets the first, and that brings them to within 10. That one falls, so he hits both of them. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Thomas outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
Oh, come on. That guy got like a boost when he was running.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
And he's got it all working for him tonight. Holiday's effort level and energy are off the chart.
Nets leading by 10. Schroeder finds Thomas. Here's the screen. Beyond the arc. Here's Potter. Kicks it out to Schroeder. He's looking for Claxton and finds him. Comes up empty from 19 feet out. Austin's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the fourth quarter. Porzingis sets the pick for Tatum. Off the mark.
Not quite enough defense that time around. Just lucky.
Wow.
He was off. Yeah, they sucked the energy out of this arena. Tremendous effort on the road.
Yeah, and winning games on the road is huge, especially when you get them in such a convincing fashion.
Now here's Brown for the three, and the three ball is good. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Schroeder, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's on Porzingis.
First team foul.
Shooting. Good on the first, and that'll push the lead to double digits.
Taking 2 shots.
Schroeder hits them both.
And that'll just about do it. Coming through at the line in a big spot.
Here's Pritchard. So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go on the road and win in the fashion they did, you have to feel good about it. Really an outstanding effort all the way around.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. And as we leave you, we give you our player of the game, Cam Thomas.
This has been Adeline. Thank you for watching. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Thank you.
PlayStation